Hey everybody, it's Jenny again, and I'm going to show you how to make spicy roasted cauliflower. You do a whole head of cauliflower, and you cut out the inside, just about an inch worth on the inside of the core, and you add a tablespoon of oil and fresh garlic. Now the recipe says to go ahead and do 2 cloves of garlic, or 1 clove actually, but I'm doing 2 because 2 I think is better than 1. So you just press it like that. I think nothing smells better than fresh garlic when it's being pressed. You get so much more flavor when it's fresh garlic. Okay, and I'm going to stir it up like this. And I'm going to brush it all over the cauliflower. Now, the reason I'm doing a whole head like this and not pulling it apart, because I hate pulling cauliflower apart, especially the first one. Is really, it takes a lot of muscle to pull it apart. So, one time I had this head of cauliflower in my fridge, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? And I didn't feel like pulling it apart at the time, so I found a recipe that came with my RockCrok, and then I made this wonderful casserole using a whole head. Okay, I've got that just about coated. Okay, and I'm going to bake this in my RockCrok. The recipe says go ahead and use the 2-quart RockCrok, but my 2-quart is being used at the time. It's got another casserole in the fridge, so I'm using my 4-quart, which is a little bit bigger than I needed, but that's okay. And then I microwave it for about 8 minutes. And then while that's cooking, I can go ahead and mix my other ingredients together. So in a small bowl, I'm going to mix my sour cream, or sorry, it's not sour cream, it's mayonnaise. The recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. And I'm using my measure-all cup to do that, and this is like one of the greatest inventions, especially to do peanut butter and sour cream or mayonnaise, because then it's not as messy. So you just measure out how much you need, and then you push the plunger, and there it comes, and you don't have a lot of mess with it. Oh, you know what? One thing I forgot to put the water and the salt. Good thing I remembered. Have you ever done that where you forgot to add an ingredient? And that's 1/4 cup of water and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to put it back in. Okay, let's get back to this. So 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. And then I'm going to put in 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of Southwestern seasoning. And Pampered Chef has a bunch of pantry items that you can get, and Southwestern seasoning is awesome. So I'm going to do that, and I will use a little tiny whisk to mix that all up. Ooh, that smells wonderful. You can smell that it's going to be a little bit zippy, a little bit spicy, but not too bad. I'm a lightweight when it comes to spice. And so I like this because it gives a little kick to it, but not too much. Alrighty. So now I'm just going to wait until the cauliflower is done in the microwave, and then I will put the rest of it together for you. So keep posted.